Hello, and welcome to Ironbeetle, a show where you can hear me, but you cannot see me, which is embarrassing. Okay, let me try to fix this. Properties, I want to use... Okay, so you can see me, but not through the right angle. Okay, now it is much better. Okay. Let's try it again. Welcome to Ironbeetle, a show where we discuss implemented modern, distributed, highly available, transactional, strictly serializable database for financial accounting. And the main goal of this whole thing is not to hype Tigerbeetle, not to, necessarily explain how that particular database works, but rather to share various techniques we use so that you yourself could apply these techniques in your projects. Okay, as per our usual mode of operation, our 90 episode at this point series is broken into a series of arcs. And as it usually happens, at one point I say, hey, we are almost finished with compaction. We just need one more episode and then we're done. So the current arc is our query engine. And 3 episodes ago, I think I said, hey, I just need one more episode to count the queries. And today I realized that, hey, actually, no, I want to put one more YAG on the stack. So this is our stack. While covering query engine, we spotted a piece of code which looked like it might be dead, just a single statement where it felt like, hey, the statement could be removed. So I removed that statement, and turns out that I was terribly, horribly wrong. This statement was actually used, but it was kind of non-trivial to see that. So I said, okay, let's refactor it. We spent the previous episode trying to refactor that, and we made some progress. But then we realized that, hey, actually, before we can do that refactor, we want to do a different refactor where we change the signature of the function. Well, is my string online at all? Because it kind of okay, yeah, it is online, just not visible here. Okay. Yeah. I realized that I want to land a preliminary refactor where I change the signature of our scans. So the entire query engine is based on a concept of a lazy iterator. So you have an iterator with a next method, but you can get three possible results when calling next. You could get a value, which means, hey, you get a value. You could get a null, which means that, hey, stream is exhausted. Or you could get a pending or drained value, which means that, hey, actually, no, we gotta read some data from this before we could process this iterator. This iterator might be exhausted, or it might have a next value, and we just don't know without input output. So the pattern is the same. We use three separate coding techniques to express this pattern, which kind of like is not good, so we want to refactor that. To refactor that, I need to refactor k-way merge. And I want to make sure that while I'm refactoring k-way merge, I do not accidentally regress performance, because that code is pretty hot. And if I make a mistake there, then Toby will have a talk with me, and I don't want to be subjected to a talk by Toby, because Toby is kind of, a big scary guy, and I'm very little. So that means that I need a benchmark. But to write a benchmark, I actually need a benchmark harness. We have a couple of micro benchmarks at Target, but they are kind of like very complicated to set up and inconvenient to use. So that's what we are going to do today. We are going to write harness. And another unrelated complication is that I have another call scheduled right after this Iron Beetle episode, so I might drop very abruptly at the end. Sorry about it. So, okay, let's get started. And by the way, I don't really know how to program. I just ask people around, and basically what we are going to do is that we are going to switch to the dark mode so that folks do not hurt their eyes. Okay, so I have no idea how to program things. So I always just ask a question and then try to figure this out. So this is basically the question I've asked, and we'll try to figure this out. Okay, so let's go to our Iron Beetle. Let's say that we have a new branch here. It really bugs me that Iron Beetle to do is this untracked file, and it might get lost here, and I really don't want it to get lost. Okay, let's do this. Git which -c methclat Iron Beetle to do. Do not use our to do. Okay, and even let's even push it because if my computer breaks down, we wait, why? Oh, no, I definitely. What happened there? I definitely do not want it is infuriating. Yeah. Okay, much better. Where we were? Okay, yeah. Branch and class bench. We want to write benchmark and harness. I hate this. I want my bench branch to be here. Oh, okay. What the hell? I am supposed to actually share my screen. Sorry about that. But I mean, it was like 5 minutes of like Matplotlib not being able to figure out how to use Git properly. Okay, so we want to basically write a benchmark somewhere here, test benchmark away merge. But before we do that, I want to refactor our existing binary search benchmark. So we have binary search, and somewhere here we have benchmark. We should have benchmark, right? Okay, it is in a separate file. Benchmark, binary search. Let's see how it works today, and we'll probably not see anything at all here. And that is, yeah, this is kind of like a problem. So there's like two items here. One is that I really want my benchmark to be a test, just like we do it for fuzzy functions. Because if your benchmark is not a test, then your benchmark is going to be thrown really, really quickly. And yeah, benchmark is a test. This is good. The problem here, though, is, well, like the two problems. One problem is that there's no output because Zeek helpfully, like by default, disables test output. And this is kind of like, you know, tricky here because when I'm just running tests, I definitely do not want to see any output here. On the other hand, if I'm running the benchmark specifically, I definitely do want to see the benchmark. So we need, like, you know, kind of like smart logic to see if we like really, really benchmark it or if we are just doing some small testing here. Okay, so the good news is that it should be, if I'm not mistaken, relatively easy to ask Tigerbeetle to not hide the output by flipping std testing log level to info. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, we see. We see this. So we just need to wrap this pattern into something usable. Okay, so let's start doing this. We have testing module with various useful things. So I think here we could create a new file. Micro benchmarking harms. Okay. Do explain what it is. So, but I think the main thing I want to do here is so I do want to call this like a bench, because benchmark is like, you know, very long, and bench is not a contraction. Bench is word, you know, like bench, like workbench. So that makes sense. So I want to have a method which creates bench, and I want init methods, and well, okay, I don't. What happened here? I've run all the keywords. Okay. So what I want to do here is that I want to say info and log saved. And I want to have log saved 3D level. Okay. So okay, so this is kind of like the baseline functionality I want to have here. Then I actually want to check if the benchmark is enabled. And that I'm going to do via build options. Let me just quickly check one thing here. Okay, so we already inject test options here. So I think we could do this. I think we could do benchmark mode, benchmark, and I want to say something like, hey, if benchmark mode, and that's definitely a Boolean, I'm going to save, and if benchmark mode, I want this to be restored. Okay, this is great. Now, let's see unit tests. These are options. So I also want to add something like test options, and I want to say test options equals b add options add option. It's going to be bool. What's the signature here? Type name value. It's going to be named bench mark, and value is going to be, so I want basically to check this invocation. So I'm checking if there is benchmark in the arguments. Or the args, or else arg if index of our bench mark now then true, else false. False. Okay. That's it. And then I have my test options, and I think it should work. Okay, let's see this. So binary search benchmark. So I'm going to say bench equals import. What are we going to import here? So testing bench. Okay, so let's do this. Var bench. Kind of like hate it that, well, I mean, okay, it's easy. Bench init, bench init, and then this is just a capital letter, because why not? Okay, so let's see if this at all compiles, which probably doesn't. Okay, well, and by the way, like, why do I need to use Ghosty when I have my perfectly available, also white-coded achievement elimination? I mean, this is more white-coded than Ghosty, but okay. File exists in multiple modules. I did not. Oh, okay, because actually I want test options here. Well, actually, I probably don't really care if this is released or not. So let me see bench. Let's make this pop. And let's just make sure that this is set correctly. So I would expect this is true here. Okay, this is true. This is good. And if I do this, I would expect to see false because it isn't actually the benchmark. Okay, yeah, it turned out to be easier than I thought. Okay, and probably want to. I don't really want to expose like log as an interface for printing. So let's say that we want to do print here. Times constraint hours and looks go bench. And then I want to I don't actually want to see a ton of output here just for debugging. No field print. Okay, yeah, because we actually need bench here. So I do want this to be method. Okay. Benchmark binary search. Okay, do we really need this bench prefix? What if I don't make this scoped? Will this look better? default. Okay, no, it's not. It's actually worse. Do I even care to print this through the log? Can I just print it? Yeah, okay, let's oh, well, who needs the log? Yeah, we actually do have benchmark mode. So we could say if benchmark mode, then we do do I want to do this? Well, yeah, probably do. Well, we'll see if this is a bad idea or not. I broke something. Okay, yeah, this is better. Now, okay, searches. Searches. Bound this up if you want to use this as a real benchmark element. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. What is blob size? Okay, so this is kind of like another thing. Blob. What are we going to do, blob? Okay, let's try to do this. So what I basically want to say here is that I want to say const blob size, const searches. I want to switch on the size. Okay, and size might be smoke, default, and explicit. So if smoke, I want to do this. Okay, this really is annoying. In that, like, okay, so what problem I'm solving here? I want to be able to parameterize the benchmark size. So, like, you know, if I like realize it here, I want to, I want more. Yeah, if I want more, I want to say benchmark size, like, you know, like something like this. But the problem there is that like actually there's like two parameters here. So I like, do I want to make this a common comma separated argument or whatever? Yeah, it would be so much easier if only I could just pass extra runtime arguments to the benchmark rather than making this compile time. Wait, okay, maybe. Just oh. Like, okay, I know. We'll keep it simple. We'll have just two sizes, smoke and default. And the person who first actually needs to vary the size at runtime, they are going to implement that for themselves. Maybe we could do something like, const blob size. Oh, maybe I could actually do this. So we want to say blob size, otherwise two defaults. Okay, yeah. Okay, this feels better. So we have parameter name, small default value, and large default value. Const searches parameter. Searches, and we say, hey, 5,000, but actually it could go all the way up to 50,000. Maybe I have no idea. Well, I mean, I guess I can maybe look at. Okay, let's actually do this. Let's see. In the git blame for this code, what do we have there? Okay, so actually it might be a good idea to check binary search benchmark. Okay, and let's do this again. So how? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So, and then we could see, do I have shortcut there? My code. Okay, yeah, so like, like you see, like this is real, like, issue with like programming your own text editor, like, making it your own. Like you write a feature and then you forget that it exists. And then when you recall that it exists, you absolutely do not remember how to use it. But I do have, yeah, in place blame. So I want to blame parent. Okay, yeah. So this is this is actual thing. Okay, so what is, well, I mean, it is a megabyte, right? If we divide gigabyte by 124, we get a megabyte. Maybe byte, sorry. Okay. And now we do 50 minute answers. Hey, now. Okay, I like how you approach a programming problem and you don't really know how to solve it. And then you just like start writing code and solution magically falls into the place. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Okay, so I also need yeah, I think. Okay, I think we need Black Sabbath joke here, maybe. Do we have? I'm sorry. I'm just. Do we need this Easter egg? Okay. Yeah. We need this. I feel like we need this. Okay. Wasn't there a better line about like advice or something? I actually don't remember the lyrics. Okay, look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Lucifer. Please take my hand. Well, no, I'm going to put that into Tagibel. Okay. So, does it work? Well, it doesn't work because we haven't implemented this thing. Yeah, let's implement this. MFN meter, and let's say that it always returns U64 because why not? Name, let's see, 8 small value U64, large value U64. Well, small large is bad. Let's say value smoke value default assert value smoke is less than equal than value default. Well, actually no, let's do this, and then let's say get and do I want to use allocator? Well, okay, I want to use allocator const allocator. So it returns out of memory, environmental variable not found, invalid WTF8. Okay, so what do we do here? Okay. Well, if benchmark mode okay, let's actually do this. Const mode anom test smoke benchmark equals if benchmark then benchmark else smoke. Okay. Never use booleans. Switch smoke. We do nothing, and benchmark we print thing. Okay, now here we switch amount. Okay, if smoke we return value smoke, and in this case we need to think. Okay. Get and can I just wait, parse and var int? This is curious. Parses an environmental variable. Oh, this is actually exactly what I need. I didn't realize this API exists. So so we want to parse k, we want u64, and base is 10. And then if we catch error, we switch on the error, and if this is environmental variable not found, then we say return value benchmark. Okay, so we just try to return the variable variable. So yeah, otherwise we deal with parse int error, which is overflow invalid character. Invalid benchmark parameter. Okay. Sounds good. Just actually, well, it's kind of like hate it that it doesn't actually, like, you know, if you get an error here, you have to write extra code to actually get the string representation here, which is useful for error messages, but well, okay, kind of like let's not do this right now. Okay, so that means that in our binary search benchmark, we'll fill the member functioning parameter in testing bench. How come there is a function parameter? We just wrote it, right? Parameter. Oh, okay, yeah, because it is again that I am not really making use of the field here. Oh, it was to come time. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. Could make it come time, doesn't really matter. Okay, and here we should do this. Yeah, you see that I never. Okay, yeah, perfect. It works. Okay, so what I want to do here. Enter enough. I want maybe all this logic here. For 2 reasons. Well, now I got a third reason. I actually want to make this somewhat more concise because I don't really need all this stuff here. Okay, yeah. Is it reasonable? So percent catch error, switch error. Okay, yeah. Kind of like wish there was like a more concise syntax for handling just a single error value. So like, you know, just like catch error environmental variable not found, and you do like whatever. But okay. Maybe it should be spelled catch. And then you do, okay, should we write a basic proposal here? Maybe they will listen to us. Try catch this. I mean, honestly, this kind of like looks nice to me because you like, okay, not going to propose this, but it's a fun idea to entertain this. Okay, so why I was doing this, because I want to say value equals parameter in now, name values, no, benchmark h error, I want to, I still want to do an exhaustive switch here. Overflow. Parameter value. But I want to say name equals to this value. Okay, so can we write this thing now? No, because control flow reaches the body here, which is very reasonable. Parameter, let's call this potable. Can I do this? Okay, this I can do. It's actually quite interesting how Zeek already handles this. Blob size. Okay, I want to, I really want to align this. Maybe. Okay, let's do this. And how do I want to format this nicely? Like this? Or like this? Yeah, like this. So I think I actually maybe want to do runtime printing here. I want to print stream aligned to, let's say, 16. And I have no idea if the syntax actually works. Yeah, it works. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, we could also kill this. And then, yeah, sadly, blob size. Oh, okay, that's not. Yeah, okay, it works. It works. Environmental variables. Environmental variables are like the dirtiest way to pass information down to processes. But well, we kind of like want something quick and dirty, and that's why we use it here. Wall time, storage, U time. Okay, we don't actually measure U time, don't we? Okay, we do attempt to measure U time. Okay. So what do we do here? We do like some stuff, and then we what is U time? What is wall time? Do we actually need U time here? So we aren't expected to be well, okay. I kind of like still okay. Let's do this. because it basically, oh, okay, so what this code does is like it measures time using two different clocks. It uses like the wall clock time, and it uses like actual like time on the CPU. And kind of I'm slightly skeptical about the usefulness of the second part, but well, the code is written, so I'm not keen to throwing it away. Okay, so let's presume this. Okay, let's do this. So what else do we want to see? We want to see then I guess start. And then we want to see stop. And that this returns like timing. And comes timing, wall clock, duration. So we also need our trusty okay, I'm really loving where this is going. Wall clock and then CPU time. Wall time. How do I call it real CPU RSS? Well, okay, let's do this like real time. Real CPU duration. Wall. Can I spell wall with just single L? No. Let's spell CPU with two U's rather. No, also bad. Okay, wall time. Time. Okay. Let's also print kind of like timing. By default, we just say timing format wall time. Oh, okay. Let's do. Well, okay. This is annoying. I don't like one principle I find hugely valuable in this sort of tools is minimize the amount of information printed. And in this sense, I actually hate the benchmark we have because, like you see, like the output is gigantic, and it like it takes a lot of mental CPU cycles to process information and figure out what actually important. So and that means that the author of the benchmark didn't really do all the job, because it is the job of the benchmark author to condense measurements just to a single number. Okay, so yeah, I'm making a call here. We are going to track wall time. Like we are going to track only a single number, and that is wall clock time. If you want to see more, then it is on you to write that code and to like explicitly opt into more verbose output and say, hey, I give up. I was unable to condense the results of the benchmark to a single number. So I'm sorry, please look at this page full output. So that means we can like delete this whole thing and say that we just return a duration here, duration, and we definitely want to import that because it is a vocabulary type. And how do we actually measure time? Okay, let's say that we have timer. I hit timer. Can I just like already use like our real time? I don't really want this to be like super clock time. Okay, I'm curious, like how does time actually works? In a study, what does it do? Well, okay, it's the same thing. So let's start time. Time. Do we? Well, okay. So time OS. Okay, start, and this is actually instant now. It is null, and then bench time. Can we use it directly? Let's return instant here. But now we okay, let's do this like table monotonic. It's also very complicated. Why can't it just be? Okay, I know. Okay, I do. Okay, yeah. Kind of a poor solution, but I realized that, hey, it's time for me to jump. So as I said, I'm going to end this one abruptly, and we'll continue right from this point next week at 5 p.m. UTC. And see you there. Goodbye.